My name is Julian DiGiuseppe, and today I will be discussing the famous Hale Woodruff and his piece, Landscape, Mississippi Soil Erosion. I will be moving through this video in a chronological, organized manner, covering the topics of his background, my observations, and how this all ties to environmental issues. Hey everyone, welcome to an exciting journey into the world of art, history, and the environment. Today we're diving into Hale Woodruff's masterpiece, Landscape, Mississippi Soil Erosion, a painting that's way more than just a pretty picture. It's bold, it's thought-provoking, it's packed with meaning. In this video, we'll explore three main things: the background behind this artwork, who Hale Woodruff was, and what he wanted to say, my personal observations, like what makes this painting so visually stunning and emotionally impactful, and finally, the environmental message that makes this piece as relevant today as it was in the 1940s. This piece is a wake-up call, a reminder of the relationship between people and the land we depend on. By the end of this video, you'll see how art can tell stories that make us think, feel, and maybe even act. Let's go. So, to start off, we will discuss his background. Hale Woodruff wasn't just a painter. He was a storyteller, a trailblazer, and a voice for change. Born in 1900, Woodruff grew up during a time when opportunities for African American artists were limited. But that didn't stop him. Inspired by Henry Ossawa Tanner, he pursued art with passion, studying at the Heron Art School in Indiana and later in Paris. In Paris, he soaked up the modernistic style of artists like Paul Cézanne. Imagine this: a young Hale Woodruff walking through galleries, seeing bold, innovative techniques, and realizing that art could be so much more than decoration. It could be a way to challenge ideas and inspire people. Fast forward to 1944. Woodruff, supported by a fellowship, travels through the South and sees firsthand the damage caused by soil erosion. Picture endless stretches of barren land, struggling farmers, and the overwhelming sense of loss. He channels all of that into landscape. This painting isn't just about dirt and trees. It's about the South's history, its people, and the consequences of neglecting our environment. Those swirling brushstrokes and muted tones, Woodruff captures a land that's been overworked, overused, and left to wither. His message? We have to pay attention, not just to the land, but to the people whose lives depend on it. Topic 1. Observations. Let's take a closer look at this masterpiece. Right away, you're drawn into the painting by the swirling brushstrokes. It's almost hypnotic, right? Woodruff uses a technique called impasto, where the paint is applied so thickly you can practically feel the rough soil and jagged rocks. It's like the landscape is alive and reaching out to you. Now, follow the path in the center of the painting. It's subtle, but it guides your eye through the scene, from the dry, cracked soil in the foreground to the jagged mountains in the back. Along the way, you'll notice the contrast between warm earth tones, browns and oranges, and cooler blues and greens. This isn't just about aesthetics. It's about telling a story. The warm tones highlight decay and erosion, while the cooler hues suggest remnants of life and hope. And those trees, twisted, angular, almost clinging to life, are so symbolic. They're fighting to survive in a landscape that seems determined to defeat them. Even the sky feels heavy, almost pressing down on the land, adding to the painting's emotional weight. Woodruff's attention to detail is incredible. Every brushstroke, every swirl, every irregular shape works together to create a scene that's not just visual, but visceral. You feel the desolation, the struggle, and the quiet plea for change. That is the power of art. Topic 2. Environment. Now, let's talk about the big issue Woodruff is tackling here: soil erosion. Doesn't sound glamorous, does it? But in the 1940s, it was a massive problem in the South. Years of over-farming and poor land management had left huge areas barren. Farmers, especially African American tenant farmers, were hit hardest. Their livelihoods depended on the land, and when the soil failed, so did their opportunities for a better life. Woodruff captures this devastation in landscape, Mississippi soil erosion. The cracked soil, dying trees, and barren hills all tell a story of a land pushed to its breaking point. But here's the thing. This isn't just a historical issue. Soil erosion is still a global problem today. From deforestation to industrial farming, we're still seeing the consequences of neglecting the environment. What's amazing about Woodruff's work is how he ties environmental and social issues together. This isn't just about dirt, it's about people. It's about the way our actions ripple through the ecosystems and communities, often hitting the most vulnerable the hardest. And here's the kicker. The painting is a call to action. It challenges us to think about how we treat the planet and what we can do to create a more sustainable future. That is the beauty of Woodruff's art. It's timeless, relevant, and deeply moving. Well, and there you have it. Hale Woodruff's landscape, Mississippi soil erosion. A painting that's so much more than meets the eye. We've explored its rich historical context, analyzed its stunning artistic techniques, and uncovered the urgent environmental message it carries. What makes this painting special is how it connects everything: art, history, people, and the planet. It's a reminder that creativity isn't just about beauty. It's about making us think, feel, and act. So what do you think? Did this painting speak to you the way it spoke to me? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and share. It helps more people discover amazing art like this. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, art has the power to change the world.